Hey, Jerry Weiers, Mayor of the City of Glendale. We're out at one of Glendale's more than 60 parks. We have a lot of volunteers out here today. We want to talk a lot about volunteerism, the difference it makes within Glendale, and how it helps literally all of our citizens. So stay tuned. You're going to see a lot of different ways that you can make a difference in our community.
We have a program called the Partners in Parks program, which is one of the ways that you can get involved with the community volunteer program. The Partners in Parks program gives you an opportunity to essentially adopt a park in the Glendale community, and we work with partners throughout the valley where they come out on a monthly basis and make a difference in our community parks.
We're out here volunteering at Chaparral Park with our Partners in Park program that we have with the City of Glendale.
We put together projects, and I just basically work and do an outreach. We do a call for action looking for volunteers. Again, you can volunteer as an individual or a family or a school, a nonprofit, or a business. And the projects that we have are very intriguing, and we do have great participation, so people want to come out and make a difference.
I like to give back to the community. AAA is a big community partner, and I enjoy coming out and meeting people. Oh, the AAA employees love volunteering at the park. They thank us every month when they come out that we have such an opportunity for them, and they look forward to doing it each month.
We always get a very good positive reaction. When you have an opportunity to volunteer, we develop partnerships. We have a lot of returning partners that come out and families that come out and make volunteering an annual thing for their families. It makes a difference in their own lives. A lot of times they don't even know that they're actually volunteering or actually doing the hard work. And there's a lot of benefits, including social interaction and connections, as well as a sense of fulfillment.
You get out there in the community and you make a difference in the same community that's supporting you in your business. And number two, you meet new people. You meet new people from your employer that you may not have known, and the citizens just enjoying the park itself.
When an agency adopts a park through the Partners in Parks program, we work with the Parks Department to identify the needs of that location, and basically we pair up our organization with the task, and they come out and make improvements in those parks.
Today we've been performing a variety of tasks. We've been painting the fire lane curbs, painting electrical boxes, the playground, cleaning the playground, picking up litter, and raking up leaves.
For the community volunteer program last year, the value for volunteers was over $200,000. However, citywide, the value is over $1.6 million. Some of our largest events that we have are our Serve Day projects. We have the Martin Luther King Day of Service, where we glean the citrus trees at the historic Saguaro Ranch area. This year, we gleaned over 20,000 pounds of fruit, which was donated to St. Mary's Food Bank and delivered to families that were in need. In 2018, we had over 68,000 volunteer hours citywide from all the departments in the city. 475 volunteers contributed more than 25 hours in that time frame. There's a variety of tasks that you can do when you're a volunteer with the Community Volunteer Program. You can help with park cleanups where we are raking and cleaning the playgrounds. Other tasks are the Adopt a Street program. Currently we have over 30 miles of streets adopted out, and organizations come out and clean up trash 4 times a year, so that's another way to get involved. You can come out and join us with fruit gleaning, community builds where we build playgrounds in our local parks. You can help with park and trail cleanups. We have a variety of events that happen throughout the year, many ways for you to get involved. A lot of times I have people that just reach out to me and they want to get involved, they want to make a difference. And so what I do is I work with them, I establish that relationship, build that strong partnership, and they stay with the City of Glendale and help out on an annual basis for years to come.
We have spots held open on our volunteering calendar for AAA for 30 employees for each event. And it used to be 8, 10 at the beginning, and then we grow and we almost hit 30 every month. And there's several months like today we did hit 30.
I think the vision of the Community Volunteer Program is to work with our partners and strengthen those relationships so that we can deliver resources to help our communities in need.
I do reach out to my friends and family members every time we do a park event. They know that I'm here, and they'll ask me, did you do the park this month? And I'll say yes, and I'll tell them why I do it. And I think it encourages them to get out in the community as well. That just makes me feel good that the city is taking care of its community.
It's the number one thing that I love the most about my job is how many people really want to make a difference and care about Glendale. So it makes me motivated every day to get up, do my job, and connect with these people that make a huge difference.
You know, when it comes to volunteers, one of my favorite volunteers is Candy Shepherd. Check this one out.
Saguaro has always kind of been my baby, and I love this park. My name is Candy Shepherd. I am a volunteer over at Saguaro Ranch Park Rose Garden. It was my vision that I wanted this to be a showcase destination for people. So I told my husband, and I would like to invite Mayor Weiers over for lunch and talk to him about Saguaro Ranch Park. And my husband made fun of me, and he goes, "Oh yeah, like Mayor Weiers is gonna know who you are and he's gonna come to our house for lunch." I said, "Well, you don't know though unless you ask." He says, "Candy, you're nuts."
She doesn't stop. She absolutely doesn't stop. I'm getting phone calls from her constantly, and I love that. I just love the fact that she wants to do it. She wants to do it right, and she wants to make sure that you know, both of our missions, and that's serving, is accomplished.
I had called Tyler earlier in the year, and he said, "I want to redo the garden at Saguaro Ranch Park." And I'm like, "Redo it? We just did it in 2014. And he goes, no, not, I'm talking really redoing it. He said, I want to redo all of the beds, and it's going to be phenomenal." I just knew that this was finally a dream and a vision come true that I had always had for this garden.
Candy herself, it just amazes me with the food drive that she's taken really a leadership role in. The Hometown Christmas Parade that she's incredibly involved in. The Hope for Hunger Food Bank, making sure that people are getting food.
If it wasn't for God, none of this would have happened. It's not about me. It's about being obedient to what I was asked to do.
She takes one really cool thing and turns it into another really cool thing, and then turns that into another cool thing. And meanwhile, she still gets to do the thing she loves to do, at the same time helping people, making people their lives better.
I love people. I truly love and care for people. And sometimes it just takes a little effort to make such a huge, huge difference in somebody's life.
Where do you find these people at? I mean, you know, she's certainly is somebody that I'm incredibly proud to call her a friend, and that's why she's worthy of this Citizen of the Year award. You know, our boards and commissions are a real important part of the city and its function and advice that they give us to the council. Check out this part.
Hey, I want to welcome everybody for being here tonight. If you don't know, I'm your mayor, Jerry Weiers. Welcome to Glendale.
I'm the vice chair of the library advisory board. The reason why I volunteer is because I enjoy helping the community. Because my background is in education myself, I really feel, you know, that it was a need for me to help assist, especially in getting a new library open and things like that. It's always good to pay it forward. It shows people in the community that they care about the community by volunteering their services and working together with other, you know, city officials and just people in general. Just being able to serve is very important.
Right now I'm on the Human Relations Commission, but I was on the Arts Commission for 5.5 or 6 years. I feel very strongly that every citizen, including myself, should give something back to the community. And this is especially my way of personally giving back. City of Glendale has a program called the Center Line. We approved people who applied to offer performances for the City of Glendale. People like the Brelby Theater Group have offered free Shakespearean plays performed in the Murphy Park, for example. I applied for the commissions because I was new to the city, and I thought that was a good way to get out of the house and meet people. And I think whatever your profession is, you can always use that to serve the community in some way.
I am the chair of the Personnel Board. I am also a Glendale ambassador, and I am with the Glendale Historical Society. I love living in Glendale, and it's my way of sharing that what a wonderful place it is. And so I just feel it's so important for me. I've lived here almost all my life since I was 3, and feel that it's my way of giving back. And there's so many things that I get out of it when I volunteer at Saguaro Ranch Park for the weddings, for the Historical Society. I get to see the wonderful beginnings of a new adventure for two individual people. So it's just a great way to give back and show people what a wonderful city we have. I love it. I feel like I've made some great accomplishment, and I know that I've touched somebody's life.
Our libraries are also a great place that you can volunteer.
So hello, my name is Michael Beck. I'm the Chief Librarian for the city. So I'm sure you're wondering how a book gets back on the shelf. So a person can drop off a book in our book drops, and then so staff will empty the book drops. We'll check them for damage, make sure they're in good condition. We'll check them in to get them off a patron's record. Our materials are RFID, so radio frequency ID. So all of our materials are electronically protected from theft. And so materials that are checked out are desensitized, materials that are brought back are resensitized. And then we also put them on a cart. We'll put them in numerical alphabetic order depending on the material. And then we have staff or volunteers that will put the book back on the shelf. Volunteers play a critical role in getting our books and materials on the shelf. We could not do many of the things without the help of our many volunteers that can come in. They enjoy meeting other volunteers, working with the staff, and do real meaningful work for the city and the library in getting our materials back on the shelf, because that makes for a quicker turnaround time for all customers, especially on the new materials that we want to see a quicker turnaround, because everybody wants the newest and the greatest.
When our employees check material in, it might say that it belongs to the Velma-Teague Library or the Foothills Library or the Main Library. And so if that's the case, the item is then sorted on a cart and a ticket goes inside, and we place it in a bin for the courier, who will pick it up later in the day. Another option is that the material is actually on request or hold for another customer. So our employee would check it in, and it might say that it's requested by a customer at a different library or even at our library. And so what we do is we take that item, a ticket is printed with the customer's last name on it, and we'll hold that aside for them for a later time when they come in.
All right, folks, hey, thanks so much for watching this show. I hope you learned some great things. You know what? Get off the couch, get out of your lawn chair, come on out here and make a difference. Volunteer for Glendale. You'll feel a lot better. You get a chance to get out in the outdoors, enjoy the sun, and the difference you make makes a huge difference in a lot of different people's lives. Come on out.